Hi guys, welcome back to Slave Saturday. So this week I finally got around to watching the new Creed movie, Creed 3. Since I was a kid, I have been a massive fan of the Rocky series. Soundtrack wise, the direction they took, particularly towards melodic rock or soft rock, shaped my fandom of this genre of rock music that remains to this day and it will never fade. With the series embarking on a soft reboot in 2015 with the Creed saga, something has been glaringly obvious to me for some time now. This franchise has ditched rock music completely and abandoned the musical roots that made it so great. Now I don't mean the score, I mean the songs, I mean the soundtrack. It's gone down the rap route almost exclusively, especially with this third installment. And that for me, as a legacy fan of this series, just doesn't gel. Even Rocky himself has been jettisoned from this flick. But to be fair, that's over a row with producers.
Do you feel like I can never watch Creed 3 kind of thing?
Never.
Now look, Michael B. Jordan is great in these flicks, and I have no problem with the story itself moving forward and evolving. You can't be stuck in the 80s forever. Creed 3 is Michael's directorial debut, and as we know, Sly himself directed several of the Rocky movies. Jordan, as director, has clearly picked a genre of music that he prefers to aid his story, in this case, rap. Stallone himself done the same thing with music he liked when he approached Survivor in early 1982 to come up with a song for his new movie, Rocky 3. We know what Jim Peterick and Frankie Sullivan came up with and how it turned out.
Now when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge.
Rising up.
While Rocky 1 and 2 had relied on scores to elevate them, Rocky 3 introduced rock music. Eye of the Tiger transcended Rocky 3 and became a beast of its own. Every sports person or regular gym goer has it on their playlist to this day. It was uplifting, it was fist pumping, and it always gets the hairs on people's necks standing up and the blood pumping, whether you like rock or not. Now, quick one before we go on. Subscribe to my channel there if you haven't already, will you? Cheers. So the hip-hop studio Dreamville were hired to produce original songs for the Creed 3 soundtrack. As their roster of artists such as J. Cole, Baz, Cos and Lute were peppered into this movie, I couldn't help but feel, where's Eye of the Tiger? Where's that feeling I should be getting from any of this? Hip-hop was sprinkled in throughout all the montages and ring entrances here and there, and every single time I just yearned for a burning heart or hearts on fire.
A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind.
Look, I'm not saying that hip-hop can't be uplifting, because it can. Early hip-hop was so fresh, innovative and thought-provoking. Its use of samples and the spoken word was just captivating. But what I heard in this movie was cookie-cutter at best. The Creed saga is generating young fans of its own, and I'm well aware that hip-hop is cooler to Gen Z than rock music. But this franchise brings with it a lot of legacy fans of which it was built. To not give us a crumb of rock music to any of these scenes is just so annoying. Survivor once wrote a song for Rocky 4 called Man Against the World, and it was excluded from that movie due to time constraints. Even just one or two bars of this to a modern Creed movie would set our hearts alight for the older fans. Look, Jordan has every right to draw his vision whatever way he wants. Rocky and Apollo were mentioned many times in this movie, and the canon was respected. It didn't shy away from being in the Rocky universe thematically. But sonically, it feels like it's either ashamed of, or at best indifferent to, the rock music that once made it so great. And that to me is a disgrace and an insult to the fans and the franchise's legacy. I'm curious though guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel now. I'll see you next time.